Infinity is a comic book crossover storyline that was first published by Marvel Comics in August 2013 and ran through November 2013. The series is written by Jonathan Hickman with artwork by a rotating team of artists including Jim Cheung, Jerome Opeña and Dustin Weaver. The storyline concerns issues built up over multiple Marvel comic books as part of the Marvel Now initiative, foremost of which is Hickman's own Avengers and New Avengers series. This backdrop is represented on three fronts, the first of which is the threat that an ancient race of aliens known as the Builders pose to the universe that was detailed in Hickman's Avengers series. The second is the mysterious ailments that are plaguing the universe with Earth at the center, which were hinted at and explored in books such as Hickman's New Avengers and Nova. The third is the political ramifications these events have on Earth and the galactic community, which are detailed in Guardians of the Galaxy. The story itself involves Thanos attacking Earth while the Avengers are in space uniting the universe against the Builders, with the events of Age of Ultron acting as a catalyst for the rest of the universe to formally target Earth. The event crosses over with Hickman's Avengers and New Avengers books, with two different perspectives being told in each book. Avengers follow the Avengers while they are in space recruiting various alien races to fight against the Builders, while New Avengers details Thanos' attack on Earth and the heroes left behind to deal with him. The various tie-ins tell Thanos' attack from the perspective of various Marvel characters. The aftermath of the event will lead directly into the Inhumanity storyline, where the Terrigen Mist has been released throughout humanity. Publication history: Infinity was announced in February 2013 as part of Marvel's Free Comic Book Day preview story. Axel Alonso, Marvel's editor-in-chief, said unregistered trademark says how Nova, Thanos Rising, Guardians of the Galaxy and Jonathan Hickman unregistered trademark Avengers are all shaping the future of the Marvel Universe. This image will very specifically answer the question of, how? Our FCBD issue features an all-new story that leads into a huge epic later in the year. In April 2013, Marvel officially released details concerning the event, revealing it would run 6 issues and tie in with Hickman's other 2 Avengers titles. In April 2013, Tom Brevoort stated the amount of tie-ins will be similar to that of the Fear Itself storyline. In May 2013 it was announced 2 of the tie-in would be Kelly Sue DeConnick's books Avengers Assemble and Captain Marvel with issues 18 to 20 and 15 to 16 respectively. The Avengers Assemble tie-in will tell the event from the perspective of Spider-Woman in issues 18 and 19, while Captain Marvel will follow Carol Danvers as she and Hawkeye are captured in space. Issue 20 of Avengers Assemble will feature the Uncanny Avengers. In June 2013 it was announced that a new Mighty Avengers team would form during the events of Infinity. The team will have a diverse roster consisting of Luke Cage, the Superior Spider-Man, Falcon, Power Man, White Tiger, Blue Marvel, Monica Rambeau, She-Hulk, and a new run-in. In June 2013 it was announced the 2 4-issue mini-series would spin out of Infinity, one titled The Infinity, The Heist and the other Infinity, The Hunt. The Heist involves a group of Iron Man villains led by Spy Master taking advantage of the chaos caused by Thanos' invasion of Earth to steal equipment from Stark Industries. It will be written by Frank Thierry with art by Albarion. The Hunt features Wolverine, She-Hulk, and Hank Pym gathering the young heroes of the Marvel Universe to hold a new contest of champions. However, Thanos interrupts this with his own challenge. It will be written by Matt Kindt with art by Steven Sanders. Other tie-ins were announced throughout June including Fearless Defenders, Secret Avengers, Superior Spider-Man Team Up, and Thunderbolts. In July 2013, it was announced that the repercussions of Infinity would result in a new comic book storyline titled Inhumanity, with a new ongoing Inhumans series by Matt Fraction at the heart of it. During Infinity the Terrigen Mist will be spread throughout the world and result in Inhuman cells activating in large portions of the population. The Inhuman royal family will be split into different houses all competing to recruit these new Inhumans. Plot: Prologue The tribute, on a distant planet, an alien being known as Outrider returns and brings a message about a planet known as Al-Agalo to another alien being, Corvus Glaive. Corvus Glaive relays this message for his master and asks if this pleases him. Corvus Glaive's master replies yes as the Outrider is sent on another mission. Corvus Glaive appears on Aulagalo and demands a tribute from the king of the Aulagalo and references that its planet's greatest warrior and son is dead. Corvus Glaive then reveals that the last time his master came to this world, he burned this world down and asks the king to pay a tribute. Returning to his master, Corvus Glaive gives his master Aulagalo's tribute and asks if this tribute pleases him. Corvus' master, Thanos, replies yes. The tribute is revealed to be a crate containing the severed heads of many Aulagalo citizens. Prelude. A week before the current events, Nightmask finds Starbrand drawing pictures with his powers while imprisoned on Sol's hammer. Starbrand remarks that so much has changed for him and that he would see the hydrogen in the sun fusing together, and he asks what is happening to him. Nightmask states that as his powers evolve, so does his mind. Nightmask then resumes coaching Starbrand. A little while later, Starbrand learns that the prison is not powerful enough to hold both him and Nightmask and asks why don't they leave, but Nightmask says they must wait until he has full control of his powers. Meanwhile, Manifold and Captain Universe have arrived on the alien ship Galador. Captain Universe tells her teammate to return to Earth and tell the Avengers that they have not done enough, that the machine is not complete as Captain Universe quotes, "To protect a world you must possess the power to destroy a world." Manifold leaves as the Galadorian Space Knights leap into action. Back on Earth, Bruce Banner warns the Avengers of the approach of the mysterious organism that has escaped from AIM Island and is headed to their location. Worse yet, Banner then transforms into the Hulk and wrecks up the Heliclear. The Avengers are then slammed by the organism, and fight back but are beaten. On AIM Island, Andrew Forson and Superior are licking their wounds from the organism's escape. An AIM agent then approaches them, showing them a 2D hologram of the organism beating the Avengers. Taking pride in this, Andrew Forson orders their translocator activated and to retrieve their lost child. Upon receiving word from Captain Universe of a threat that is coming to Earth, the Avengers are advised to get Ex Nihilo and Abyss on their side and to free Starbrand and Nightmask so that they can help combat this threat. The threat in question turns out to be the Builders, who are destroying many imperfect planets that don't fit their vision, and have catalogued Earth as a failure ever since they learned of Ex Nihilo's creation. The Avengers follow Captain Universe's suggestion and get Ex Nihilo, Abyss, Starbrand, and Nightmask onto the team. Corvus Glaive and the rest of the Black Order arrive on Earth and appeared at the different parts of the Earth to confront the Illuminati. Corvus Glaive and Superagent arrived at the Jean Grey School for Higher Learning, Black Dwarf arrived in Wakanda, Ebony Maw arrived at the Sanctum Sanctorum, and Proxima arrived at Atlantis. Core Miniseries and Avengers New Avengers, Part 1 Infinity, arriving on Earth, the Outrider begins looking for Earth's secrets as he searches through Avengers Tower and the Jean Grey School for Higher Learning. Appearing at a SWORD base, the Outrider is seen killing a SWORD agent in an effort to find Earth's weakness. While badly beaten by the Inhumans, the Outrider is ultimately able to inform Thanos that the Avengers have left Earth, prompting his forces to prepare to invade Earth. Avengers Avengers Universe 1, the Avengers travel in space to the Galactic Council to decide the fate of the incoming Builders. The decision is to lure them into a trap and destroy them. Things go well in the Council's favor until the Builders decloak the rest of their fleet and destroy most of the Council's frigates. The Avengers, together with the remaining ships, retreat in defeat. New Avengers The Cull Obsidian, Thanos' Black Order arrives on Earth and demands a tribute in exchange for the survival of its inhabitants. Black Bolt reveals to the Illuminati that Thanos used the demand for the tribute as a cover for the search of his lost Inhuman descendant son. Part 2 Fall, most of the alien empires try their attempts to stop the Builders, which causes some catastrophic results. The Black Order arrives on Attilan, where they demand a tribute of young Inhuman heads that range from the ages of 16 and 22. Using the Terrasian Codex, Black Bolt discovers that Thanos was using the demand for a tribute as a cover-up to kill his lost Inhuman descendant son, whose actual identity and location are unknown to him. Avengers building towards collapse, New Avengers the Thanos Seed, Black Dwarf retreats after finding a heavy resistance in Wakanda, causing his expulsion from the Black Order. Using the Terrigen Codex, the Illuminati embark on the search for Thanos' son, but are stopped by the appearance of a new incursion in Australia. Before reaching a decision about what to do about the Other Earth, the Illuminati are greeted by an Aleph arriving from the Other Earth. The Aleph leads them to the builders of that universe, who explained that the early death of the multiverse had led to the collapse of the superflow. In order to avert disaster and ensure the multiverse survives, the builders across the multiverse have decided to destroy all Earths, thus hopefully stopping the incursions. Since the builders of Earth 616 had failed in their mission, these builders urged the Illuminati to destroy their own world. Part 3 Kingdoms Fall. Most of the alien empires have decided to surrender to the builders. Captain America managed to make himself heard by the Galactic Council and planned a retaliation against the builders, which resulted in the successful liberation of the Avengers, which were being held captive, and the destruction of numerous forces of the builders, partially turning the tide of the battle. After the Inhumans deny a tribute to Corvus Glaive, Thanos appears on Attilan to meet with Black Bolt. Black Bolt attacks Thanos with his hypersonic voice. Avengers The Offer. Black Dwarf is given another chance to prove himself by Thanos. Black Dwarf is sent to keep the peak from being reclaimed by the Avengers. Part 4 Thane. Captain America still realized they were outnumbered and outgunned, and decided to perform a false surrender. Thor falsely surrendered to the Builder, who was under control of Hala, and killed him, freeing the planet and gaining powerful lost allies. Thanos eventually survives Black Bolt's attack and continues the fight. As Thanos fights against Black Bolt, he detonates a Terrigen bomb which decimates Attilan and subjects everyone on Earth bearing latent Inhuman genes to go through the process of Terrigenesis, resulting in the emergence of thousands of Inhumans. Thane's power is unleashed, where it kills the inhabitants of his town in the process. Thanos fights Black Bolt, where he demands to be told the location of his son. Black Bolt refuses to reveal the location, which results in Thanos getting angry and knocking out Black Bolt. Part 5 The Left Hand of Death. With the Alephs defeated and the planets that were subdued by the Builders being liberated, the Avengers consider the liberated planets as Avengers worlds. Meanwhile, Thane has been captured by Ebony Maw, who reports his success back to Thanos. The Avengers receive word that Earth has fallen to Thanos. The Avengers and their allies head to Earth to free it from Thanos. Avengers. To the very end, Black Dwarf fights the Avengers to keep them from reclaiming the peak. During the battle, Ronan the Accuser arrives to help the Avengers, where Ronan declares Black Dwarf guilty and kills him. Part 6 Amber. Titans. Avengers assemble. When the Terrigen bomb was detonated in Earth's atmosphere, a housewife named Alice Taylor Kosciuszko was exposed to the Terrigen mists and entered a state of Terrigenesis. After emerging from her cocoon, she accidentally enlarged her husband, causing Alice, two of her neighbors, and her house to shrink to the microverse. With the help of Wasp and Wonder Man of the Uncanny Avengers, Alice was able to enlarge her house and her neighbors and shrink her husband back to their original proportions. Captain Marvel. Fearless Defenders. Ren Kimura is a Japanese-American dancer who underwent Terrigenesis and discovered that she can conjure razor-sharp metal ribbons from her fingertips. She joined the Fearless Defenders after being rescued from Thanos' forces. Guardians of the Galaxy. After parting ways with Angela, the Guardians were off in space when they received a message from Abigail Brand asking them to help free her from the Black Dwarf's forces and liberate the Peak, SWORD's orbital headquarters. Star-Lord and Rocket Raccoon enter the Peak and free Brand, but are cornered by Badoon forces, only to be rescued by Angela. With the help of the other Guardians, they regain control of the Peak's offensive weapons, thus easing the Avengers' assault on Earth when they return. Infinity. Against the tide. On the Skrull-owned planet of Hultminer, the Builders are brutally destroying any civilization the Skrulls created over time. Two best friends, a boy named Kia Akati and a girl named Rena, desperately attempt to survive. As they struggle, they are intercepted by a Skrull commander who is trying to make himself the only survivor. He quickly hits Rena and presumably kills her. As the chaos grows, Silver Surfer arrives telling Kia and the rest of the Skrulls that he is here to save the planet. However, the Skrull commander starts a riot to further his troubles. Luckily, Rena regains consciousness and Norrin pushes back some of the forces. However, they soon return. Infinity, Heist. Since the death of Mandarin, Blizzard who was seen robbing banks with Whirlwind. While the Avengers were away from Earth fighting the Builders, Spy Master approached Blizzard 2 and Whirlwind who offered them to join up with him, Constrictor, Firebrand 4, Titanium Man, Unicorn Eye, and Whiplash 4 in a plot to attack the almost defenseless Stark Tower. During the briefing, Blizzard suddenly collapses. When Blizzard regains consciousness, he discovers that his skin has turned white and he can generate ice on his own. Blizzard had been exposed to the Terrasian mists unleashed upon the face of the entire Earth by Black Bolt. Being secretly an Inhuman descendant, Blizzard suffered Terrigenesis which causes the manifestation of his latent powers. Blizzard thought that this was his opportunity to be part of something bigger, and decided to leave Spy Master's team. However, he and Whirlwind were brutally attacked by Spy Master and Titanium Man when they tried to leave. Blizzard and Whirlwind were forced into taking part of the assault to Stark Tower. After Spy Master used teleporter discs to teleport some Iron Man armors to the buyers, he escaped and left Blizzard and the rest of his accomplices to be discovered by the heroes which were using the tower as a base. They managed to defeat the heroes, and they were offered to be taken to Spy Master by Titanium Man. When they arrived to a spaceship where Spy Master was, they were ambushed by him and Titanium Man who revealed himself as Captain Atlas of the Kree. They managed to escape custody and started fighting Spy Master, Titanium Man and the army of Iron Men. The actual Iron Man arrived to the spaceship after having tracked down the armors and helped Blizzard and his allies defeat the enemies. During the fight, Blizzard used the powers he discovered of being like a human battery to overcharge the armors and deactivate them, but he fainted and fell off the spaceship's cargo door. A suit Iron Man was controlling rescued him. But in order to let his friends escape, Blizzard froze himself and the suit. Blizzard was taken to SHIELD custody and was left under the simulation he had been delivered to the Inhumans in order to prove himself as the changed man Gil thought he was, until SHIELD could know what to do with him. Infinity, The Hunt. Shortly before Thanos' invasion of Earth, Henry Pym and some other people create a contest of champions, which is to serve as a battle tournament between adolescent superheroes. The tournament will be held at the Avengers compound at Palo Alto, California. The tournament will be supervised by Henry Pym, Meggan, Wolverine, and She-Hulk. As the various contestants are being selected from the Avengers Academy, the Braddock Academy, the Future Foundation, the Jean Grey School for Higher Learning, the Pan-Asian School for the Unusually Gifted, and the Latvian School of Science, a news broadcast has shown that features the destruction of Atlantis due to Thanos' invasion. Mighty Avengers. As the Avengers have left Earth to fight the Builders, Thanos has come to tear the Illuminati apart. Ebony Maw has been tasked to defeat Doctor Strange while Proxima Midnight desires to destroy the city. The Heroes for Hire were able to thwart a robbery of robot parts committed by Plunderer's men. Plunderer tries to get away, but is stopped by the Superior Spider-Man. After the Superior Spider-Man considered the Heroes for Hire as mercenaries, White Tiger quits the team. On the other side of town, Monica Rambeau, now answering to Spectrum, chases down Blue Streak before a stranger tries to recruit her for a mysterious end. At a diner, Luke Cage and Power Man are discussing recent events. Power Man wants to attack Spider-Man, but Luke is a different man now for he wants to care and support his family. Power Man then plans to start his version of the Avengers. Proxima Midnight and her troops jump out of Thanos' ship and land in New York. She stands up in a crater and commands her host to hunt and kill. Spectrum hears the explosions and goes to help out. Her mysterious guest says he cannot be seen in America, and needs her help for a mysterious mission, but she is adamant. He is in a costume shop, and if he wants her help, he'll put on a costume and come help her. At the impact point, Proxima Midnight is leading her people when Luke Cage, Superior Spider-Man, and Spectrum all show up at the same time. They are suddenly joined by Spectrum's Mystery Man, who is wearing a spider hero costume. The mighty Avengers continue to battle the forces of Proxima Midnight. Spectrum is seriously injured. Bystanders help the Avengers get back in the fight. Thanos appears in hologram form, berating Proxima Midnight for her failure to destroy the city. Chew the Watcher visits Blue Marvel in his undersea science fortress, which he had previously modified. Blue Marvel talks with Chew about his family life and how he could have taken up the opportunity to join the Avengers while mentioning his humanitarian work. Ebony Maw uses Doctor Strange to summon Shuma-Gorath to Earth. After a one-sided conversation, Blue Marvel took up his costume and flew through Shuma-Gorath's head during its fight with the heroes that are with Luke Cage. He was able to heal Spectrum. Blue Marvel was able to boost her powers temporarily to fight off their opponents. After the battle, Blue Marvel was among those Luke Cage declared in his Mighty Avengers. Nova, after the skate park was rebuilt following that he had accidentally destroyed during his superhero career, Sam encounters his crush, Carrie. Sam was caught off guard when she told him that she knew that he was Nova. He then flew away in such a rush that he made a stupid mistake of accidentally removing his helmet mid-flight and fell straight out of the sky. When he awoke from the minor coma he had suffered, he finds New Warriors members Justice and Spitball trying to persuade him into joining the New Warriors. He initially refuses until he learned that they were good friends of Richard Rider. Nova agreed to see what it was like and what they know about the Nova Corps in Force. Secret Avengers, SHIELD. Computer specialist Sarah Gatsa was one of the newly surfaced Inhumans after Black Bolt unleashed the Terrigen Mist upon the face of the Earth. Shortly after emerging from a cocoon, her unstable powers created an explosion which decimated her entire apartment complex. She was retained by SHIELD and Maria Hill after finding out she was one of theirs and realized Gatsa could be a potential asset against Thanos' forces. Although she lacked experience, Maria Hill partnered her with Iron Patriot and gave her an armor to control her powers. She and Iron Patriot arrived to Brooklyn as reinforcements to help Nick Fury, Jr. and Phil Coulson fight the invading forces. Sarah created a powerful blast which, along with the support of the Iron Patriot drones, annihilated the aliens. During the sweep, the heroes were attacked by an unknown enemy with apparent telekinetic powers that blamed Sarah Gatsa for what happened to the apartment complex. When the strain of using his powers made the unknown enemy pass out, the Avengers proceeded to find refuge. As the communication signal was no longer being jammed, SHIELD managed to get visual on the villain. It was revealed the Junkman of Brooklyn was a man called Gevelactor, who was one of the newly surfaced Inhumans after Black Bolt unleashed the Terrigen Mists upon the entire face of the Earth. When Nick Fury Jr. tried to talk to the Junkman of Brooklyn, he threw a car at the team, seemingly crashing Sarah Gatsa. Sarah raised from the debris and retaliated the Junkman of Brooklyn. When he was about to be killed, Gatsa stopped upon realizing she could not become a murderer. Before he could react, Nick Fury Jr. sniped at the Junkman of Brooklyn and killed him. Saddened, Sarah mourned the Junkman of Brooklyn's death. Back at the SHIELD Helicrea, Sarah Gatsa expressed to Maria Hill the desire to go back to Tech Ops. Sarah Gatsa was confined in a cell until her powers could be stabilized. Superior Spider-Man team up. Sylvia Prell is a student who is one of the Inhuman descendants. She is exposed to the Terrigen Mists after it was unleashed upon Earth by Black Bolt. The manifestation of her electrical powers caught the attention of the Superior Spider-Man. Upon mastering her powers and becoming Fulmina, she helps the Superior Spider-Man defeat an alien army that works for Thanos. Thunderbolts. Gordon Gordo Nobili is the patriarch of a Magyar family known as the Nobili crime family and is the father of Carmen Nobili and Joseph Nobili. The Nobilis have been fighting with various rival families including the Paguro family. When he underwent terrigenesis while evading the Thunderbolts, he finds himself with purple skin, several massive spikes growing from his head, super strength, and the ability to communicate with his deceased ancestors. Soon after hatching, Gordon, Carmen, and Joseph Nobili go to fight the Paguro family. During the fight with the Paguro family, the Thunderbolts interfered where Gordon loses Carmen and Joseph and vows vengeance on the person he thinks is responsible for everything, Punisher. Titles involved, collected editions. In other media, video games, the plot of Infinity was adapted as the 13th Spec Ops mission of Marvel, Avengers Alliance, with Black Bolt as the reward hero, and Thane as the lockbox hero. References. External links, Infinity at Marvel.com